Hi everyone, my name is Raju. I'm a certified nutritionist fitness consultant working for last 20 years. With my experience, I would like to present you one of the wonderful videos on lifestyle habits with reference to losing weight as well as to maintain weight. A lot of people ask me, sir, how to maintain weight after losing? They always, many times they suspect that Herbalife, the moment they stop using the product, so they put on weight. We say it's not because of the product, it's because of your lifestyle, wrong lifestyle or bad lifestyle. You're going back to your original old lifestyle. So we try to help you to understand what is lifestyle habits through this video. And this video will definitely will give you a lot of eye opener, gives you a lot of thoughts. And it's a little longer video, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 45 minutes, something. So let me help you to understand all this through my experience. So I have 20 years of experience, but let me explain first to who introduce myself. So I am in this company, Herbalife Nutrition, for the last 20 years. I'm a Chairman's Club member. And now me and my wife, we are working in this company for last 20 years. I was a former district registrar working under government of Andhra Pradesh as a group one officer, as a district registrar registration stamps department. Out of this 10 years of service, 3 years I worked as a consultant center for good governance. And I did my MSc in zoology, Master of Science in zoology. Advanced, I also have a lot of certifications on advanced diploma in nutrition fitness, certified in advanced clinical nutrition, certified nutrition fitness consultant, certified sports nutrition consultant, certified exercise science specialist, certified calisthenics trainer, duathlete and marathon runner, cyclist, CPR AID, certified in Zumba strong by Zumba instructor. These are a few of my certifications. And I have my Instagram, Facebook handles, website, YouTube, and email, phone numbers. Everything is given to reach out to me. So I was leading a simple, ordinary life before at the age of 26, 27 years. And my wife, she was at that time 21 years. So you can see me there as working as Assistant Inspector General of Registration Stamps as a government officer, working in Registration Stamps Department as a district registrar. I also worked as a field officer, district registrar in Khammam, Nalgonda, and Vijayawada, some of the districts in Andhra Pradesh. And I have a huge responsibility. Morning, I go and come back by night. So that is one of the reasons why my wife was looking for, to do something part time. So there we come across this company 20 years back, and this is how we are looking now. And at this, the pink saree, she was 21 to 23 years in between, right? Now you can see her, she is now 45 years plus. And here, 21, 23 years, now 45 years plus. You can see the transformation. And in my this picture, I was 27 years, and now I'm 53 years. So we are looking, both different and healthier and younger. This is the transformation. Here in 26, 27 years, here in 53 years. So I am a marathon runner. I finished marathon 42 kilometers running also. And my wife also does 10 kilometers running. And the health and nutrition, not just only restricted to us, it's also extended up to my children, and my children also now into fitness and nutrition. The entire family is transformed. My children also do half marathon running, and my wife 10 kilometers. I did a full marathon, and you can see my lot of transformation before and after. Entire family into nutrition fitness. Before, I can see me in my tummy. I don't have so much of awareness and consciousness. And now slowly came into transforming myself as well as my children and fitness and nutrition. This is what happened to you in case if you also believe in this company, right? So this all briefly about me. And after getting transformed, then I started teaching the same thing, whatever I learned to different kind of people. I'm now a trainer, national level and international level. I come go to different cities and train. And whatever we know, we train. So what I don't know, I cannot train. So with this, I have passion to help a lot of people. So we have a good team actually. We have a big team, different parts of the cities. So you can see there, throughout the India, throughout AP Telangana, a lot of places we keep traveling. And we also do corporate presentations. And we are fortunate to get, training from Mary Com as well. And she happens to our company's brand ambassador. So you can see our pictures there. And recently, Herbalife also sponsored IPL. So we got this Herbalife Active Catch of the match. We happens to give them the cricketers, and Cynthia, my wife, and we both happened to give this. We had this blessing, and we are blessed with meeting Virat Kohli. He's such a passionate about fitness and nutrition. Entire family we were able to meet him. And Cristiano Ronaldo, you know him, one of the top class nutrition, fitness, and is top class in fitness. You know it. He's also a brand ambassador, and we are so happy to have Dr. Susan Bowerman. So she happens to be registered dietitian. You can see a lot of uh, lot of content. She's a professor, happens to be professor at Harvard, Dr. Susan Bowerman, and we also happen to get trained from Dr. Diana Ryan. She's a sports nutrition, Dr. Kat Bradley, topmost doctors, and Samantha Clayton. She happens to be a fitness trainer, and she's an Olympian. Okay, so US FDA, Dr. Vasilos Frankos, he heads that, he was the ex-head of dietary supplements division for US FDA. We happened to have him in Herbalife. We met him, and Dr. David Heber, he's authority, nutrition fitness. He's one of my mentors. I read a lot of his books, and I became a fan of his. You can see his degrees and content. And we are fortunate to get trained from Dr. David Heber and Dr. Luigi Grattan, Harvard doctors. And also, we are also blessed with training from Dr. Richard Henry Carmona. He was a ex-17th Surgeon General of America. So we are so blessed. Now let me come into the points. And the NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization, says 47 crore plus. Half of the billion, they are sick, they are in the hospitals. So why? Wellness health. Initially we will be, then it slowly falls down to survival health, and slowly eventually fall down to sickness health. People who are in the sick, they go to a hospital, we call them sickness health. People who are in survival health, they're neither sick nor wellness. They're having the perfect wellness. They're in between. They're not using medicine, but we cannot say that they are healthy. They're called survival health. What is wellness? Perfectly healthy, and they want to prevent the disease, those kind of people. Exactly, that's what our subject is. We will try to help them, go to next level. So this, when you have wellness, we naturally try to have a good immune health. So to have good immune health, you require healthy lifestyle as well as good nutrition. So that's what exactly we are trying to help you. Are you feeding your body like a racehorse? This is an interesting question, right? So many people feed their horse very well than their bodies. Many people feed their pet dogs, very well than themselves. So unfortunately, it's true. Okay. So why don't you try to make yourself also fitter along with your pets, along with your, racehorse? Diseases runs in families because eating habits run in families. Many times we think it's all because of genes. Genes only 20-30%, mostly because of habits, eating habits. Not bad luck. Lifestyle causes cancer. You can see this, newspaper cutting. So lifestyle also causes a lot of health challenges, right? Lifestyle, bad lifestyle. So we need to understand these habits, lifestyle habits, why it is coming. So some people only make resolutions when the new year comes, but it's not just resolutions. You have to make that lifestyle habits corrected all the time, so that you make it part of the habit. So their habits start from cueing, routine, and reward response. So that is like a routine cycle, Because of that, habits will be forming and they'll be sustaining. So that's the reason why we have to ensure that whatever we do, the successful habits, we have to be inculcated through our lifestyle. All discipline affect each other. Mistakenly, the man says, this is the only area where I let down. Not true. Every letdown affects the rest. Not to think is naive, as per Jim Rohn, my mentor. So Jim Rohn, my mentor, says, people, every good thing you do, every good discipline you do, it has a good impact on other part of the life. Every bad thing you do, that also has impact on your entire lifestyle. So some people say, this is the only area where I am let down. I'm like, I do everything good, but I only little drink alcohol. So it's not true. That alcohol habit actually affects other things. I am a very good person, but only smoking 2-3 cigarettes in a day. That also affects your lifestyle. So if you do good exercises, that affects the entire lifestyle. So everything affects everything. You cannot say this is the area not affects. It's not true. So now to inculcate the habits, you require, there's a rule called 21/90. Okay. So this says it takes 21 days to build a habit and 90 days to build a lifestyle. So it's sometimes it's true, partly, sometimes it's not true. So now, for example, some people come to me and say, I ask them during part of the consultation, when did you stop drinking alcohol? They say, sir, only 1 week back. So can we believe them that they really stopped the alcohol? Only 1 week back, too less time now. So they say 21 days, too less time. 90 days, 3 months, still we cannot believe. Again, they can go on back, drink back and they can smoke and all those kind of bad habits may continue. So how to understand? So we have to first understand, avoid the bad habits, and then slowly minimize the bad habits. Number three, completely stop them. Okay, forever, lifelong. And then how to understand the successful habits after making, how to retain them as long as possible. If you are staying the same period, same time, with the new original, new changed habits, then we can say that really a new person. So suppose somebody says that I stopped drinking, sir. 5 years back, I stopped drinking. Then you can trust him. 5 years is a reasonable good time. So if you say only 5 months, not we cannot say that. He may come back also, again come back to the old habits. So that is why reason why it has to be wired, hardwired in our mind, brain. So that is why it takes a lot of time. So Jimran, our mentor, again says motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. So you have to not just depend only on motivation. You have to depend on the habit, because that makes you keep going. Whether you are in a low mood or good mood or bad mood, the habits make you hardwired. And I am very fortunate to meet Jimran, our wonderful business philosopher. So I have been quoting his quotations. He's one of the genius. So if he happened to be in our company, we could able to meet him. And more than half of the world will be obese by 2035, meaning people are becoming fat. So is a lot of bad things are happening. The lifestyle is totally, changed. So doctors caution obesity can cut life expectancy. Lifestyle diseases killed 7 million Indians by 2020 already. You can see this newspaper cutting. So what are the lifestyle diseases? Sugar, diabetes, BP, cholesterol, heart problem, cancer, those kind of things. So doctors blame lack of physical activity. So that is actually is a habit. Lack of physical activity, continue to be active lifestyle is a habit. So that means these habits actually affect our mind, affect our brain. Now, healthy aging and brain health. Nowadays, people are complaining that they have this, memory loss, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's and all that. Now, because of healthy, people are putting on, the people are living longer. The aging is started actually happening. So now by 2050, out of 5 people, one person will be over 60 years. So that is aging population is going to be there in future. So now with the age, lot of habits, whatever young habit, whatever habit they bought it during the young age, it will actually affect in the old age too. So as per the economy, the shape of things to come, this is going to be happening. People are putting on weight. So because the lifestyle habits, our those yesteryears, whatever our ancestors used to do, we totally changed. We totally came to new kind of lifestyle, but we are continuing to eating the same food. That let me explain. You can see this. Our grandmother is slimmer because of her lifestyle, her habits. Old habits are very, manual. Lot of manual hard work used to be there. Whereas here in the new lifestyle, madam putting on so much of weight because she's enjoying the fruit of technology. So this is a reason why those years you might have seen this cartoon. TVs used to be fat and people used to be lean. Whereas TVs are they are becoming lean and people are putting on weight. In the same way, you can also see this cartoon, 1980. People are, lean, but TV, computers are very huge. Now, computers and gadgets are becoming lean, and people are putting on weight. Reverse happening, correct? So, sedentary lifestyles this is the habit, lifestyle habits. This causes, other problems like blood circulation problem, heart problem, sugar, BP, and all. So they are sitting, they are not working hard. Sweat is not going. So games, sitting on games and eating the same place, no time to eat, no time to cook. And added to that, we are busy lifestyles. Everybody busy, everybody the mobile, everybody busy. No time to cook, no time to talk. no time to think. Busy, busy, busy all the time. So you can see people are, drive-through restaurants is coming. So meaning, you don't have any time to cook also, not to stay also, driving and eating and keep going. So we cannot ensure good nutrition there. Now we can see a lot of food apps came, about 35 food apps came in the market. So everybody just order and it will come to your home and keep moving. That's how it's happened. Child obesity also becoming epidemic. Children putting on weight because of fast foods and video games and stressful life. No physical activity even for children. Please watch my video, active versus passive lifestyle. So what is active lifestyle? What is passive lifestyle? Not moving at all. That comes under passive lifestyle. Active lifestyle is all the time active. So are you sitting too much? So sitting nowadays called sitting disease. Sitting is also called smoking, equivalent to smoking. Our ancestors used to be like hunters and gatherers. Now we are like, sitting at one place. We call them couch potatoes, sitting for, sticking to the sofas and sitting and watching TV, movies and cell phones and eating there, and everything stick to sofas and laptops and gadgets and all that. And this is, if you see this in one of the wonderful pictures, people have this mindset, that they want to do exercise in the gyms. Okay, that exercise part, it is not starting from the beginning. It's their mindset is that somewhere they go and do exercise. Rest of the day sitting. So you can see this wonderfully if you see carefully. People are going by escalator, not by steps. What is that meaning? They're thinking exercise only at some point, but they're not thinking we should lead the active lifestyle throughout the day, not just only exercise, right? And this is very important. So now we can do different kind of exercises, different kind of games, and while watching TV also we can do some workouts. If there are no steps, you can do naturally, climb the stairs instead of going by hiking. And while after the lunch also can keep walking, and instead of meetings happening directly sitting meetings, so you can keep walking and talk and aim at 10,000 walking steps. And if you don't find time to exercise, at least whenever you get up from the bed, immediately find time. By the time you brush teeth and hot water comes, you can finish 10, 15 minutes time, some kind of exercises. If you are waiting in a queue, you can do simple calf raises or simple stretches. And if you have a kids too, you can play. You can, while playing also, you can do exercises, right? You cannot give excuse that I don't have time because children are there. Start dance class or boxing classes. They make fun and a lot of calories will burn. Don't look for perfection, strive for progress, not just for perfection. And don't go for excuses. Excuses don't burn calories. You got to find time. You got to do somewhere, be to lead active lifestyle. Even if you're in work, office work, you can do little stretches, tricep dips, ab crunches, squats. This is a mindset, active lifestyle. Sign up for local charity and keep running. Work out and don't peak out. Some people eat and they do exercise, but again they eat. So there is no use. So keep yourself, compete with your own self. That's called level 10. Champion yourself, compete with your own self. Be the best version of yourself. So it's not about having time, it's about making time. And weight loss only happens for a certain period, 10 kilos, 20 kilos, 30 kilos, maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Afterwards, what? They immediately stop our program and they again go back to eating. So that's why they put on weight. So that's why we say don't focus on only on weight loss. Focus on your future well-being, future perfect health. So that they don't stop at after losing weight. Again, your effort should continue. Become a better person, become a healthy person, strong person. Okay. So that healthy living should be lifetime commitment. This is what we say. Live healthy life, leading active lifestyle. So our entire habits should change. You become a new person, new lifestyle that will keep you the weight off forever, permanently. I lost weight 20 years back. My wife lost 20 years back. Now we are into fitness and nutrition. How? We are not seeing, our mindset is not on weight loss. Our mindset is on healthy living. It's a lifetime commitment. New research shows bad diets are equally responsible and more deaths than smoking. So you can understand more than smoking, this junk food is like a one more problem. So people are not eating like, the food is like a medicine. Eat like your life depends on it because it really does. So our ancestors ate 800 kinds of varieties of foods, but now we are eating very less, and we are eating too much of processed foods. And if you go to supermarkets, a lot of sugar addiction is there. A lot of everywhere you can see sugars. refined sugar, excess levels can deplete nutrients in the body and cause weight gain. So now many people also go for chips, shortcuts. So there is nothing like healthy chips, and many people go for refined foods, often lack fiber and many nutrients. I saw a lot of people even in the air, aeroplane. They depend on the ready-made foods, ready-made biryani, ready-made noodles, just ready, instant noodles. Noodles in itself is, don't have proper nutrition, and they're stored for longer hours. So where is the nutrition? And our children eat this kind of gems, different kind of sugary food. So we have to come out of this sugary food and don't depend on the soft drinks. And the refined flour, maida, is not good because it does not have the fiber. Fiber is very helpful for the digestion and overcoming the constipation. Fiber is also good for absorbing the cholesterol. It also helps in stabilizing the blood sugar levels. So when you eat this kind of maida-based rotis, naturally it will have its own implications, repercussions. So some people don't realize our roti, sabji, they comes from the carbohydrates. That also excess if you eat, that also causes fat. Our idli dosa, that also causes fat. Even rice, if you eat in excess, that also causes fat. Many people don't realize. They think only non-veg makes them fat. Only eating, excess oil food, that only causes fat. No. Yes, that also causes fat, but also eating excess of carbohydrates, sugars, particularly rice and roti and wheat and all that. And it is sugar is equivalent to cocaine, actually not 8 times more addictive than the cocaine. It's in sugar. Sugar is more, I feel like eating sweets. They feel very difficult to give up the eating habit of sweets and ice creams and all that. So now many food companies, they try to do research on our tongue. How to catch the customer, one bite should make them to keep on eating. Okay, the science of addictive food. If you really watch this video, you'll really realize it. So many people, food companies, they try to do this to make you addicted to the ready-made food because they add salt, sugar, fats, and chemicals. Okay, so these four immediately make you addicted: salt, sugar, fats, chemicals. So our food should generally, when you make cook food, when you cook your food in the home, you don't add lot of chemicals, lot of salt, lot of sugars. Whereas outside food make you. That's why don't depend on the outside food as much. So very once in a while, okay. But when you go for food, you have to look at the nutrition density rather than the calorie density. Many times, we only eat food, but they have a lot of calories, but nutrition-wise, very less. And there are two kinds of, farm, this kind of cows. One is farm-fed, milk coming from farm-fed farm, like how we rear the chicken in the farms. Same way, these are farm-fed, buffaloes or goats or whatever, cows. Then the second one is grass-fed, milk. Grass-fed milk, when they are moving along, moving separately, moving freely in the fields, that is good because less fat will be. Whereas here, they're at stationary, so usually they are given, sometimes they are also given injections. So usually they causes a lot of poor quality milk and added with some kind of hormone. That's what many scientists agree. So that is why we go for farm-fed milk rather than go for a, you know, you should go for a farm-fed milk rather than not farm-fed milk. You should go for a grass-fed milk rather than farm-fed milk. In addition to that, you have adulteration milk. You can see in a lot of newspaper, these kind of things are coming. And cooking at high temperature, over 47 degrees centigrade, can destroy enzymes and many vitamins. So usually vitamins and enzymes, they stay for up to room temperature. Beyond certain temperature, they evaporate. They get denatured. So that is the reason why our cooking habits also should be careful. Sometimes you have to eat raw food also, then to retain that enzymes and vitamins. But most of the food is cooked. So where is the vitamins and minerals? Our food also supposed to be different colors. You can see this like a rainbow colors. One color has one kind of nutrient. So that affects our health. So people, when they don't have this kind of wide variety of colored food, naturally end up in health challenges. So that is the reason why we have to adapt a new kind of lifestyle, whereby we adapt the plate should be different colors. So people, they don't understand. They only blame Herbalife. The moment they stop, again they put on weight. It's not because of Herbalife, because you are not understanding this, know how to eat. So that is why we are teaching you how to maintain this lifestyle forever, not for during the weight loss period. How to maintain it forever. Some people have psychological factors called anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa and binge eating. And these during this kind of psychological eating disorders, people they feel they actually, though they are lean, but they look like they're fat. They feel that way. So these are psychological problems. So that's the reason why they usually psychiatrists or psychologists will try to help them. And in anorexia, the people become very lean, very they become underweight. They're thinking that fat is food is making them fat. And during bulimia, they usually vomit when they eat, and they feel like vomiting. They get frightened, thinking that they ate a lot of food. So binge eating is in between, keep on eating, and they in the private times they don't want to be seen public. They feel like eating more. So these are the eating disorders: anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, binge eating disorders, and also orthorexia nervosa, and low self. Some people have the self pity, so they always think negatively. They always blame themselves. They have a lot of anxiety disorders, so they actually end up in failure. That is, they start blaming themselves, and again they causes low self-esteem. So these are the some of the psychological things also happen. So that makes them to eat a lot of food. So don't use food for your comfort. When you are eating food for your comfort, you are not actually eating for the body. You are eating for to save their comfort, that to pass the time. So these are the main five things. We say SHALT method. Yes, for to stop binge eating. Okay. Out of them, these four are very important. HALT, halt. Yeah, H for hungry, A for angry, L for lonely, T for tired. These are very important. When you are hungry, you end up eating more. Okay. So that is why just check whether really you are hungry. So eat when you are hungry, and first to try to drink water. In case still feel hungry, then really hungry. Okay, so and when you are hungry, if you do delay, actually end up eating more. Okay, if you are angry, then don't try to eat food, because out of anger you eat lot of food, and you try to put on weight. Am I lonely? So sometimes when you are alone, also you eat lot. Okay, to don't know what to do, just eat up like a time pass, food. Say, am I tired? In the time when you're tired, also likely to eat more. So that's the reason. Be careful when you are in these kind of stages. So this will be make you to eat a lot. So called binge eating. So paradigm shift. There is a paradigm shift. When you are our ancestors did a lot of hard work, they eat normal food. But when you are doing smart work, the same food, how it become normal? You tell me. So it becomes same food will become excess calories, correct? So that's the reason you have to understand. You have to change your food habits. What ancestors said will not be suitable now. And added to that, nowadays people are a lot using alcohol, and please watch my video, alcohol versus wellness and weight loss. And this because of alcohol also they put on weight, because of alcohol, it has a lot of calories. Even red wine also calories. Everything has calories. 3 million deaths every year because of alcohol. So not only deaths but also TB and mouth cancer all come from the reference from the World Health Organization. So please watch my video, then you can able to have this meaning of the interpretation of alcohol. So alcohol strictly no, 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 bad habit. Some people justify by saying it reduces the stress, which is not correct. Some people have a myth of saying that alcohol helps me to sleep, which is also myth, not correct. So these are not the fact; they are fiction. Okay, so please come out of this alcohol bad habit. Addiction is addiction, and we have the healthy community. We all help each other. So please join our healthy community. You can share your feelings and all that. There's one word called beer belly, means when you eat lot of drink lot of alcohol, also end up in putting on weight, particularly pot belly will come. Okay, because excess calories and lot of water also will be there, lot of chemicals will be there, toxins in the body. And there is also one more habit called tobacco, eating tobacco, chewing tobacco, smoking tobacco. That also causes causes weight gain. So previously smoking was, 15 years ago, smoking top the list. Now it is, obesity is topping the list. But actually obesity and the smoking, they also interlinked partly. So smoking actually causes weight gain, not because it has calories, but it causes toxicity. So smoking any kind, BD, cigarette, water pipe, or hand rolled cigarettes or any kind is bad because it any even gudka, pan parak, all has you know nicotine in the tobacco that is addictive. It actually makes you have a lot of health challenges. So World Health Organization also says, please do not smoke because it affects the lungs and it causes a lot of health challenges. Risk from smoking. So be careful about it. So you better to quit. So people previously used to say for success, quitters never win. But here, quitters definitely are the winners. You have to quit the smoking by all means. The moment you quit it, immediately can see the difference. You can see these pictures, right? So nicotine is very bad. It has is more addictive actually. So the next habit is drinking tea coffees. Those years after years, it's okay to drink coffee tea because one cup of tea coffee goes to 90 to 150 calories depending on the size. Small size, if it is bigger size, even more calories. So in place of that, you can go for afresh. Afresh is 3 to 4 calories instead of 100 calories. It's 3 to 4 calories, very less. Plus caffeine is very less here relatively compared with high doses of caffeine there. So plus price wise also this is better. So that's the reason instead of going for tea coffee, go for a fresh. A fresh we don't call it like a tea coffee. It comes under energy drink. Yes, you can always go for safely. This will be helpful for you. And another habit is water, drinking water. Our body is 60 to 70% made up of water. So if you don't drink enough water, end up in fatigue, constipation, muscle cramps, and dry skin. So on an average, 8 glasses, that means on an average 1.2 liters of water, a day for a common person, like 50 to 60 kilos weight. What if 80 the person is 80 kilos, then 100 kilos, 120? Then you need to have a different kind of, glasses, maybe every 20 kilos of body weight. Usually we suggest 1 liter of water. So depending on the body to body, so just check and your coach will guide you, the personalize the water content and calories and protein, everything. So that's the reason why just don't take herbal approach just like that. You require somebody coach. Some coach is required who is experienced, who can design every program according to your budget, according to your lifestyle, according to your diet, according to your patterns, cultural habits and all that. And regular food timings, some people don't have the regular food time. They have irregular food timings. They don't eat breakfast. They skip the breakfast. Sometimes breakfast will be instead of 8 o'clock, they go 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. Sometimes they skip the breakfast with the lunch, together. And they eat lunch also at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, dinner 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So these are irregular food timing that actually causes a lot of heartburn, acidity, and gases and all that. Some people have this fasting nature also. Once in a while, okay, fasting, but all of them skipping the breakfast, skipping fasting causes bad. The metabolism goes down. So never set out an empty stomach. Have shake because body works like a machine inside. You have to drink in water sufficiently. You have to give proper diet in time to time, right? So you not skip the breakfast, give proper diet. And usually people, they eat usually very less breakfast. They skip the breakfast. That's why then they put on weight and they eat less lunch and more lunch and they eat more dinner. So nighttime dinner will be very heavy. So that's why they put on weight. Whereas to lose weight, the secret is breakfast should be actually more nutritious, more varieties should be, not high in calories, but more nutritious. And dinner should be less. You can see the picture, right? To become fitter. So dinner should be lighter and breakfast should be very nutritious. Lunch can be okay, okay. But if you do otherwise, you put on weight. So that's the reason why many people, daytime, they take proper night, proper lunch, whereas nighttime, body goes under repair mode, regeneration mode. So early morning, when you wake up, body, they have the right, the new body cells will come because old cells will die and replace a new cell. They ask you, daddy, I require 140 nutrients. What are you giving? So instead of 140 nutrients, you are giving whatever roti, sabji, idli, dosa, chapati, whatever you are giving. So they are mostly carbohydrate breakfast. That is good for the ester years, not for now. Ester years, calories is not a problem. Only nutrition is the problem. So that's why they don't have the diabetes, BP, cholesterol, heart problem. This kind of lifestyle diseases is not there so much compared with now. Whereas now, this whatever food we are eating, that are carbohydrates based breakfast, making you fat. You can see this. It also increases the Sugar spikes, insulin spikes. You can see the spikes. When you do skipping, same thing will happen. When you skip the breakfast, same thing, same cycles happen, but little delayed. But instead of giving that kind of carbohydrate based breakfast, if you do balanced diet, compared to protein based breakfast, then you don't have this insulin spikes. So when you do fasting, even muscle loss also will happen. Catabolism of muscle will happen. So you require to build proper muscle is required, needed actually. Okay, so muscle, if you deplete in the old age, you suffer. So that is the reason why go for controlling weight starts from the fixing your breakfast, right? So these are the new habits you have to build on. Okay. Some people, the moment they stop Herbalife, again they go back to their roots. Go back to their original habits. Naturally, they no wonder they put on weight. Again, they blame Herbalife. It's not Herbalife. It is your lifestyle. So you have to understand this is a lifestyle component. Once you rechange, you become a new person. Then after losing weight, also you remain the same. You will maintain the weight forever. Not only maintaining the weight, but also your body becomes more healthier if you become a new person. You change the lifestyle. Exercise is extremely helpful as it activates the muscles and accelerates the metabolism. What is metabolism? Catabolism, anabolism put together called metabolism. Catabolism breaking down, anabolism construct. New cells forming is anabolism. Breaking and removing the old cells is called catabolism. Put together called metabolism. All these chemical cycles, lot of hundreds and thousands of chemical cycles will be, get slowed down when you don't give time, when you don't give timely food. So that you don't want to happen. Metabolism goes down and more problems will be. So to speed up the metabolism, you require proper good time to time food, but also take care of the proteins and vitamins and minerals and good fat and all that. In addition to that, we also focus on the exercises, particularly strength exercises and resistance exercises, very important. And when you eat like olden days, 3 meal, okay, morning breakfast so much kana, lunch so much kana, dinner so much food. So 3 times big meals causes weight gain. In those olden days, not a problem, but now because you are not eating and sitting computer in front of computer or doing desk job or sitting in a business shop, so that will actually makes you weight gain. If you are working again in the fields like our olden generation, eating same food, you're doing same kind of workout, then it will matches. Now your sedentary lifestyle actually make you to put on weight. So that's the reason why we scientists are suggesting instead of eating bigger meal, three big meals, go for a 5 to 6 small meals, so that you don't end up in putting on weight, and that's sugar whatever happen forms body can able to control. That's called 6 meal plan or a 5 meal plan. You can see this. And no wonder the meal should be less than 200 calories. You can see this. So where you get to the calories to 200 calories one meal, usually difficult. That's the reason why we go for shakes. A lot of times shake and salads and good meal, very less carbohydrates, but more complex carbohydrates. You can see the salads and all. There's another bad habit is they don't have focus on the protein. That idea, and they're not aware only. Many people not aware of the protein intake. Actually, protein, pro means first, teen is nutrient. The first nutrient, if it's not given every day, and not just only every day, every meal, like breakfast, there should be protein. Lunch also should have protein. Dinner also should be having proper protein. If this is not there, then there is skewed protein consumption. Naturally, your muscles won't form or body will not form optimally. So that's the reason why every meal should be having proper protein, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner, everything. That's what we are here to understand, to make you understand how much is the protein required and how to take it. And we are that's why you require coach to guidance, coach guidance and proper experienced coach design, and also good community. And we are what we eat, it. We are not just what we eat, we are how much we eat also. So people, like, as per their portion size, that they put on body portions also. We are what we eat. Actually, if you eat junk food, you also have the pimples in the body, have a lot of other kind of problems. Outside and inside, both will be different. Learn to stop eating when you are satisfied rather than stuffed. So after eating full, don't stop. When it is almost half full, stop it. So don't wait until it is stomach is full. Learn to stop eating when you are satisfied. This is a very important tip. So understand the difference between hunger and thirst. If you remember what I said earlier, many times is a thirst. Many you just require water, not the food. But if still keeps on, hunger comes, then it is a real hunger. So hunger management, you have to understand how to manage the hunger. Hunger will be satisfying, mind and stomach, the brain, satiety. How it affects is one is carbohydrate, one is fiber. Fiber actually makes you full. Protein also makes you full. Good fat also makes you full, but less calories you should be. So that's what I'm coming to the hunger management. Don't be afraid of the hunger. First point. Why? Whenever you feel hunger, hunger is good, meaning metabolism is working well. So some people don't have the hunger, then they have to worry. So hunger is good, but what to eat, you have to be well prepared. So when hunger comes, not prepared, it will do the damage. In the evening 3 to 6 o'clock, most of the people are hungry. Though they eat at 1 to 3 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock lunch, 3 or 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, many people feel hungry. That's why the mirchi, samosa, and bandi, all that will be there. All the snacks time. So that is a time. If you don't have good food, good ready-made snack, you lose out the battle. You end up eating whatever is available. Mostly it ends up in damage. You put on weight. So that's the reason why healthy snacking is very important. Keep ready healthy snacks. What could be the healthy snack other than fruits and vegetables? So instead of going for desserts or snacks, go for fruits and salads. These are very good, and there are a lot of healthy snack ideas outside. Your coach will guide you, and maybe raw veg sticks with cottage cheese and small bag of popcorn, maybe protein bar and natural yogurt with a handful of blueberries, piece of fruit. These could be very nice examples. And also you can also have eat 5 to 7 fruits and vegetables. The salads, fruits and salads is a mix you can do it. And consistently how to do. Consistency is the key, and not just only that, there are also in Herbalife also we have a lot of varieties how to make a snack, healthy snack in low in calories. So we have a lot of healthy recipes you can enjoy, not only yourself, but also can give to children as well. Put healthier food in a more visible and accessible place in your refrigerator or dining table, because whatever you see you can able to eat it. So if you don't see it, you cannot eat it, right? So now in accessible places, the fridge is there. If it is there on the top, you cannot easily reach. So whereas if it is in the accessible place, easy to pick up and eat it. So in that place, keep all the healthy stuff, right? Out of sight, out of mind. If it is not in the sight, you lose of mind. So don't keep the healthy food somewhere. Keep the healthy food ready, and which is junk kind of food, keep it very far away, and don't get only in case you want to eat for a alternative once in a while. Keep it a very at a distant place. Most of our food decisions are not determined by rationality or reason, rational or conscious choice. Then most of the choices are made from what? Food decisions are made by our you know our instincts. Whenever like you are hungry, you don't see all the things. Whatever is available, taste, you eat up. So that's the reason you have to design your environment in your life in a way that you are not going to need to rely on your willpower as much as possible. If something is right in front of my eyes, I am more likely to get it than here. So if as consumers, we can easily help ourselves by tricking ourselves into healthier choices. The healthier choices keep in the refrigerator under the dining table. Okay, otherwise you end up in problem. Keep the healthy foods in your fridge, then you will help. It will help you only eat healthy foods. So eating at home versus the frequent outside dining. Outside dining, should be least. It should be less. It should not be like a routine, frequent phenomenon. Why? Because most of the outside food, they make it to attract the consumer. In the home, you don't require to attract anyone. This is our own home. So whereas outside to make it tasty, otherwise they lose the business, they add a lot of salt. As I remember, salt, fat, chemicals, and sugar. So these sugar, fats, salt, and chemicals, they make you unhealthy. So because they want to make the food tasty, they add Ajinomoto, Chinese salt, and they also add different kind of chemicals, right? So they actually make you feel like eating. The moment you go there, they make you MSG, monosodium glutamate. They make you feel like eating. So attitude of frequent get together. Yes, you can have a great get together, but if you know how to eat it properly, don't depend on outside food. You have shakes and go, or eat very, very selectively. Understand, mindful eating is very important. When you go to restaurant dining, then again you should be careful. Please watch my video, healthy eating guidelines. So even FSSA also says right eating aids in fast recovery from risk of cancers, gut health, and strong bones, and risk of chronic conditions. Rating it is very helpful even as per FSSA, Food Safety Standard, the Standards Authority of India. And now I'm going to ask you, which plate should I use for eating if I want to lose weight? Light plate or heavy plate? Usually heavy plate won't notice quantity, how much you're serving. So light plate is always better. If you eat lighter plate, then the moment you add more, so you can understand the weight. If it is a heavy, already it is heavy, so difficult to catch. And next one is where to eat if you want to lose weight, small plate or big plate. The answer is eat from the small plate. Why? If in small plate, small quantity looks bigger. Whereas a big plate, even that same quantity looks very like eating like a poor man. So people always feel bad on it, saying, why you are eating so less? So you yourself also sometimes feel pity. So that is the reason why we eat from a small plate rather than big plate. And should we eat slowly or eating faster? The rule is eat slowly, not eat faster. The more faster you are eating, some people say, I don't have time. I don't have, they really don't have time. They usually, become victims to the hospitals. They say, I don't have time. Yes, they really don't have time. So they fall sick and they say they're very busy. Actually, they have to, relax in the hospitals. So in the in the, pharmacy shops, in the doctor clinics, they have to be waiting. Why? The reason is if you eat slowly, actually eat less. If you eat faster, you end up in putting more into the mouth. They just gulp. So you have to chew properly and eating big bite or eating small bites. To lose weight, better to eat small bites. Even one banana also, don't eat full. Don't put it in the mouth. Make into small pieces, then eat. Even chicken, cut into small pieces and eat it. Even an apple, cut into small pieces and eat it. Then you will also enjoy it properly, and it will no, a lot more will not go. Okay. So talking while eating is okay, or no talking while eating? Answer is you should not actually have any deviations, any outside disturbances while eating. Otherwise, you end up in concentrating on that, and in the process, you get lost. You actually get deceived. You eat more. So yes, you have to enjoy. You have to enjoy, but you should be mindful. If you are not able to understand this, then your concentration is on talking to people, and you end up in eating more, double the portion, and next day you feel bad. Why I ate so much? And now weighing scale will not budge; it will show keep on increasing the weight. So the second one is while watching movies, theaters or the TV in front of TV, don't watch TV while you are eating it. This is first rule. And in case you want to watch, don't watch and eat, while watching action movies or horror movies. They make you eat more out of stress, I said, remember. And don't watch cell phone or TV while eating, and concentrate while eating. When you are eating, your entire food should be considered mindful eating. That's what we call. So you shouldn't get diverted. Why? The more distracted you are, the more you will be mindlessly eat. So mindless eating is poisonous. So you have to eat mindfully eating. The more you are distracted, you are gone, more deceived. And some people say, I don't want to say, I want to sacrifice. This deprivation always backfires. Deprivation leads people to break their diets or binge afterwards. I will not eat chicken for 3 months. Afterwards, eating more, they put on weight. I will not eat rice, I will not eat roti, sabji for 6 months. After 6 months, then what? Again, they eat and more. So that's why don't, keep that stumbling block in your mind. Okay, I never eat non-veg. I never eat rice. It's not that way. What you have to do is eat everything, but in a moderate quantity, so that even afterwards, also your goal is to eat, the bad stuff very low and the good stuff more. So that's how you changing the habits will help you, not by starving. So is it okay to drink water while eating? Yes, you can drink water before the meal or after the meal usually. Why? When you drink water, the digestive juices, while eating, if you drink, you are actually disturbing. You are diluting the enzymes in the mouth, diluting the the acids and what is required digestive enzymes in the tummy, in the stomach and intestine. So that is the reason why better to eat, drink water first. Why? If you drink water first, actually stomach becomes full. You don't end up eating more. That is one reason. Secondly, when you eat, drink while eating. Like suppose you are eating one morsel and again drinking water, one morsel again drink. You're actually disturbing the digestion process, right? So, in case you want to eat first, which one to eat first? The body has a one fundamental principle called first come, first serve. Whatever comes first, it will try to digest. So, if you give first fruits, it get digested. If you give first chicken, it eats the protein first. So, protein takes longer hours, 3 to 6 hours, 8 hours for digestion, depending on the meat, what kind of meat you are taking, what kind of fat takes more time to digest. So if you eat like a protein high, it takes a lot of time. Then suppose you give fruit. So by the time the fruit time comes, then usually again new meal time will come. So and again digestion of the fruits will not happen. So better to eat fruits first, easy digestible one, then give the hard digestible one like chicken or protein, dals and all that. So that's the reason I first give the easy digestible food, then give the hard digestible food. That's what we suggest. That's what many scientists also suggest. Body has the ability to digest everything, but digestion hours also required to be understood. When you eat night time, heavy food, so that sometimes the heavy food stays in the stomach for 2 days. Can you believe it? Yesterday's food, night food, stays for tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 2 days. So that's it. Again, what about the tomorrow food? Again, you are eating tomorrow food also, day after tomorrow food also. Still, yesterday food is not digested. So that is why you end up in a lot of problems in the stomach, gases, and a lot of toxins will develop in the intestine. So that is the reason why better to eat lighter food in the night time. And when people always go to party, they eat fruits at the last. No, we suggest eat fruits in the beginning, then eat the hard digestible later on. Eating guidelines, I said, start eating when you are hungry and stop eating when stomach is nearly full. Okay, don't wait till the stomach becomes full, then you stop. No, nearly full, stop eating. Eat slowly and chew properly. Drink shakes also slowly, our shakes also. Don't gulp shakes. Everything slowly. Why? Digestion will happen. By the time last morsel will come, you become full. Last drink will come, shake, last sip will become full. Leave the food and throw it in dustbin. Even if it is expensive, biryani, expensive food, eat each time fresh food. Don't eat for the sake of because food is becoming waste. Your body is more valuable than the food now. Yes, you should not waste food, agreed. But in case suppose it becomes wasted, okay. Next time don't do that mistake. But if you make your body waste, is more double the harm, no? You end up in more heart problem, sugar, BP and all. So why to suffer later on? Your body is more valuable, more expensive than the food, right? Mothers must not eat leftover food in the plate kept for children if the child is not eating. Sometimes if child is not eating, mother will. Why to waste the food? She also keeps on eating. So that should not be there. These are basic like habits. These habits have to be broken. Some people think bad habits mean only drinking alcohol and smoking. These are the only two. Sitting for longer hours also bad habit. Like not drinking water also bad habit. Not drinking enough water. Like I said, no, mothers should not eat leftover food. That is also bad habit. If you keep on eating leftover food, thinking that it becomes waste, you put on weight. Understand about supersizing of foods. Slowly food companies are increasing the sizes. So that they make more profit. The colas, they are becoming so much bigger. Initial cola was smaller. Samosa were smaller. Now bigger samosa, bigger, coming. So now bucket, no KFC, not small size, big size. Ice creams also not small size, big sizes are coming. So be careful, watchful about the portion sizes. The truth of serving size. Popcorn is so much packet. It's 186 calories, 1 cup. Whereas this is one big cup, cup is one tub is equal to 560 calories, buttered and salted. 560 calories, can you believe it? So same way with the, this portion of, you can see the cakes or chicken or anything, breads, the portion size, watch carefully and better to weigh them. So better, I suggest strongly to buy a weighing scale. small portable food weighing scale so that you can measure and see how much food is going. And there is a lot of serving sizes also, like fist and baseball, basketball, and all that. So look at your plate, how the plate should be supposed to be different colors. So each one veggie, some fruit, healthy fats, protein, and whole grains. That's how supposed to be. Portion sizes, you have to learn to measure food. When you learn to measure, whatever you measure, okay, whatever you measure, you can improvise. If you don't measure, it cannot be improvised. So measure how much you are eating so that you can improve your eating habits. Better portion size comes in handy when you are grocery shopping or going out for meal. If you are cooking at home, use measuring spoons for better accuracy. As per Dr. David Haber, half of your plate should be about 2 to 3 cups of veggies. Half of your plate, 2 to 3 cups of vegetables. Use your hands to figure out portion size. This is 4 to 6 O's of lean meat. Your palm, this is size. For example, you want to eat lean meat, fish or chicken. Is equal to 115 to 170 grams, right? It's so much palm size, so much. So 1 tablespoon is equal to a thumbnail. One thumbnail is equal to 1 TSP, so much. Okay. Now, one thumb is equal to 1 to 2 tablespoons. Okay, so much oil. When you measure the oil, you have to measure so much only. 1 cup, cupped hand is equal to half cup. This is half cup, right? Cupped hand. One fist is equal to 1 cup, right? So understand this. So now if you understand all these things and see this picture, then it will make sense. One serving of protein, that is fish or chicken, is serving size protein, 1 palm, right? A serving of vegetables is equal to one fist, okay, 1 full cup vegetables. A serving of carbohydrates is 1 cupped hand, so much, half cup, right? A serving of fats is 1 thumb, fats, oil. So you can see this picture and make out, understand. So much only you have to eat. So is even for Canadian Diabetic Association also given the same kind. The diabetic people, you can see this plate, how supposed to be as per Canadian government. You can see this plate. So there is no pasta, no whole grain, no other sugars, mostly carbs and mostly whole grains and raw vegetables and fruits and good fat. Okay, you can see this fruit. So this how you have to, how much milk? Drink up to 1 cup or 250 ml of low fat milk with a meal. That's all. Okay, so everything is given. And there is also one more of my video called Wise Shopping. Understand how to measure, how to have a shopping. First, while you're doing shopping, this also one more habit. Shopping list out first. Compile list of products are at home based on your needs and the new knowledge acquired at this course. Use a shopping list, very, very important. And make a determination that I don't go for buying anything other than the shopping list. Okay, make it properly, well in advance thinking. So the money also saves, calories also saves, nutrition also saves. And second point, don't shop when you are hungry. Don't go to shopping on an empty stomach. When you are hungry, research shows hungry people buy twice as much they need. Before going shopping, have a snack or a shake. So shake is always safe. Don't buy things that are not on your list, even if they are attractive, smell good. If you go to some other, shop, they make you smell. The smell makes you, tempted. They feel like buying, like breads and all, fresh bread and maybe popcorn, KFC, those kind of stuff. The more distracted you are, the more you will be mindlessly eating. So how to read labels also have, go through my video, how to read labels I also given you. So read the labels carefully to understand the article. Food labels, know what you are getting. So saturated fat should be less, trans fat should be 0, and MUFA should be great. More polyunsaturated fatty acid, monounsaturated should be more. Cholesterol should be less. More, as many vitamins. And more vitamins are there, more good for you. Because for a food company, adding more vitamin, they cost. So that's why they don't keep a lot of vitamins. Calorie should be less. We don't go for calorie intensive. Calorie should be less. And look at the label carefully. How much is the calories? How much is the vitamins and all that? And sometimes they try to, food companies that try to, confuse you by saying cholesterol free, but it could be more of carbohydrate, sugar maybe. Sometimes they say sugar free sweets, but it could be having more of fats, more of calories, heart to friendly oils, but they may be having other things. So be careful about the logo. Oils are oils. You cannot say heart friendly. They play with the legal definitions and all. Fat-free ice cream. Ice cream is ice cream, right? So that's the reason, be careful. Avoid frozen and microwave foods as much you can. Try to eat fresh foods. Eat when very rare case you should go for a frozen foods, particularly with reference to some foods which otherwise you cannot get it, right? But see the condition when it is packed. You should always see the fresh food. Okay, don't go for expiry date. See the date of manufacturing, not the expiry date. Don't trust ads and don't buy junk food. Don't buy bulk the cooking oil. Some people, they require only 4 kilos, 1 person half liter. 4 people in a family, 2 liters of oil is required per month. Then if you buy 10 liters of oil because it is available in bulk at a discount, higher discount, if you buy 10 kilos or 10 liters, so your housewife, your home manager, your wife may be tempted to add more because it's available so much. So if it is less, only 2 liters, then she'll be more careful in using the oil, cooking oil. So don't depend on advertisements and keep on buying, wasting money as well as health, and go for whole grains like quinoa, buckwheat, wild rice, pearl barley, millets. They are very good whole grains, but they also, we should be go for lesser because they also have calories. They also have carbohydrates, right? Be careful. Maida, atta, flour. Beware of the maida. I said about maida, no fiber. So very less fiber, be careful about it. And add the more sugar is also there in this. And these desserts, they are, almost useless. They only taste here, but it's not at all good required for the body. Saturated fats, and they have hundreds of empty calories. Empty means the useless nutrition. In terms of nutrition, they're empty, but only in high in calories. So they are actually sugary, not at all good. So some fruits kind of desserts are okay, but less in calories. Just choose them. So this beware of ice cream, hundreds of there's sugar and frozen food and hundreds of empty calories. We require to understand about calories. Next one is about calories. Many people, they don't understand about this. Once they lose weight, they should know how to calculate calories also. Like even apple also has calories, avocado also has calories, burger has 480, and pizza has 620 calories. Everything has calories, but does not mean you should not buy any healthy food. You should buy healthy food, but avoid the bad, calories. So even mocha, the coffee, 400 calories. Regular cola, 280 calories, and beer, 220 calories. Everything has calories. So be careful. And fat calories have more, double the calories than the carbohydrate and protein calories. Because 1 gram of carbohydrate and protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of fat is called 9 calories. So the myth about exercise is good, but calories wise, it only gives lesser calories. So food has more calories. So for losing weight, exercise only plays 20%, 80% food, So plus 100% to get the result, both exercise and food and mindset, right? So that's the reason why we always would recommend you to go for a shakes. Shakes, even after losing weight, you can take it one time. It's a good idea so that, in 200 calories, you don't get so much of nutrition anywhere throughout the world. You can just check if you want. So because you are a smart worker, why don't you go for smart food? When you are using 5G phone, why don't you use 5G food? That's what my point. 5 generations, even when you are using 5 generation technology, why don't you use 5 generation food also? It's more smarter. That's how it makes sense. And even for going for noodles, go for shake. Noodles, shake is better than noodles. And instead of soda, go for a fresh. Instead of going for non-veg, go for protein, plant-based protein powders. Instead of going for even ocean caught fish, yes, it's very expensive, and making and all that, it has a lot of calories. Also, go for omega-3 fats. Good fats in terms of calories. It's always safe. I'm not telling don't eat, but it's always good idea. It's like a trade-off. And healthy dining of tips. Please watch my video on this. The paradox of life is when you are poor, no money, then you have a problem with food. Now you have money, but the problem with the calories now. So don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Okay. So sometimes some things are good, but great is always better. No? So always go for a great things rather than good things. Don't be happy there. And when you go to dining out, also restaurants, parties, don't go in empty stomach. Have food and go. And sharing is caring. Me and my wife Cynthia, we always share each other food. So that's why we care. and sharing the calories also. Study the menu and plan well in advance what to eat. If you go to buffet, don't try to have control. Don't try to eat everything. They adds up a lot of calories. So be choosy. So that's why go for choosy and pick and do. Don't be afraid to ask also what is it made up of. So don't go for crap, that is carbonated drinks, refined sugars, artificial foods, and processed foods. And don't go for fried food, even including fried fish. Okay, but go for baked, broiled, grilled, poached, roasted, or steamed. These words should be pressure cooked. These are good. Okay, so don't order a deep fried appetizer. Get steamed or stir fried ones. Don't order creamy curries or deep fried items like kofta, malay, makhani. Order clear soup instead, stir fried, so they can oblige. Order dal makhani. Instead of ordering dal makhani, go for tadka dal because it has less calories. Okay, instead of ordering butter naan, remove the butter and ask only for naan. Okay. Likewise, some people come with the bread and breakfast and papads and all. Say, please don't want. So don't over order. Order only a little in case you require. Then you order some more. Okay. And need not sample everything in the buffet. And don't pile up the food. Eat so much. Then if required, add again. But don't keep so much. Pile up the plate. So don't drink too much of alcohol, sweetened beverages and all. And do not be careful about what you are eating. Be careful about the temptation from home. And next habit, what we are trying to help you is salt. So please lessen salt, how much ever you put, because to make it tasty, every food has salt. Otherwise, taste will not come. So, but unfortunately, doctors say don't go for more than 5 grams in a day salt. But unfortunately, we end up eating 20, 25 grams, 30 grams. So try to cut down as much. That's also a good habit. So that BP will not be and water retention will not be in the body. And stress management also. Maintain healthy diet, exercise regularly, practice mindful journaling, track your record, activities properly, nurture positivity, talk to your friends and good people. That's how you nurture. And celebrate past achievements and celebrate past achievements, harness the power of positivity and master your craft with patience. Very important. So these are some of the tips. Please watch my video on stress management. Some people don't get sleep. That is also one of the reasons why they put on weight and they end up eating also more. So please watch my video on the sleep also. And sleep well. 8 hours of sleep is very important. So in this video, I have discussed a lot of things about how to have a good sleep. And next point is about self-sacrifice versus self-development. Our people have a problem of self-sacrifice. They don't do, exercise early morning. They always try to, have the sacrifice. So they say first preference to husband, ladies. They first preference to the job, husbands. The first preference to the children, housewives, than themselves. They say whatever, let it be, whatever happens to me, no problem. But my children should be nice, my boss should be nice, my job should be nice, I should get a good name. So that way they skip the meal also, so they don't have the time in food in time. So actually they're burning. Okay, so children actually they are not eating. Mummy always first give to children, and it's good. Not that is bad, but mummy is burning. So what we are asking is self-sacrifice is not noble. Self-development is noble. Self-sacrifice is nothing but I love you. Self-development also says I love you, but self-sacrifice actually make you burn. I burn for you, which we don't require to burn. When you burn, you lose health. Whereas self-development says I love you, but I eat first. I take myself first so that I can take care of you forever. Well, so that I want to give my life and light to you forever. That is why I'm doing exercise. That is why I'm eating well. That is why I'm resting 8 hours sleep, only to make myself strong so that I can serve you forever. So that's a very important attitude. And have good association, right people, very important in our life. Jimran says, my guru says, you are the average of the 5 people with whom you are mostly associated with. So if the 5 people are bad, you also will be bad. If 5 people are drunkards, most probably you will also be drunkard. And if the 5 people are spendthrifts, you most probably you will also become spendthrift. So be careful with the right people. Who is influencing you? Some, if you are with the right people, they will pull you through from difficulties, right? So you have to cut some people, disassociate them. You have to say limited associate some people, say hi and bye to some people. Extended associate some people, some kind of good people. You have to spend more time. Sometimes you have to be alone, maybe with the books and some seniors. So that's very important. And if you are with the right people, they'll pull you through, right? So in our in the one of the research, it says, you are more likely to reach your goal when you do exercise with others, when you are with others, the right associations, right partners. So that is the reason most of our community, healthy community, we have right people. They do exercise, they think rightly, they think about the good things. They don't have bad philosophy. Some people have wrong philosophy that gives wrong result. So that's the reason we say become a good student in life. Some people always say, why God given biryani? Why God given ice cream? Why God given cigarettes? Not to enjoy life or what? Yes, you have to enjoy life, but God did not give you all this. You made it, right? God given natural fruits and vegetables that you are not eating. Anyway, one day everybody needs to die. Why all this? So can you ask the same thing to your children? Beta, children. So anyway, one day you have to die. So why schools? Why education? You can start smoking smart alcohol in the when small child only. Can you allow them? They say no, my children. Then what is the standard you are telling? For your children one standard, for you another standard. So this are wrong, philosophy. Wrong thinking gives you wrong result. So do you not need to eat natural foods? Yes, we ask you to eat natural foods. That's the reason why come back to healthy lifestyle. Don't go for junk food and unhealthy food. I cannot stop eating mangoes. I cannot stop eating biryani, fried foods. I cannot stop eating. So then put on weight. So you cannot say that, I cannot stop. You have to stop for your own sake. Then at least you cannot stop, at least replace with the good ones. That bad habit to be replaced with a good habit. One must stay some bad notion. One must eat full and must do exercise. That is the old timers they used to say. Old doctors used to say, you eat full and you do proper exercise also. That was the old thing. Those years, those kind of workout will be there. But new age doctor, new scientist says, how much ever do exercise, only to some extent, 200, 500, 600 calories. So to lose weight, control eating also, very important. Reduce the calories and increase the exercise. That's what they say, right? That is exercise only 20% of the equation, 80% to do with the controlling the eating. Controlling means you having balanced diet, but only low calories. Another notion says in young age, if you don't eat when, then when will you eat? So that is also wrong. Young age, if you put on weight, the fat cell once formed, it will not go. It will only become small, but waiting for a chance. The moment you get married, when you eat food, you put on weight, obese, then immediately again adipose tissue comes in the same cell. Cells will not die. Fat cells will not die once it forms. So that is why in the young age itself, you have to stop eating junk, stop putting on weight. Very important. And teenage obesity, childhood obesity leads to teenage obesity leads to adult obesity. So some people say, I'm not responsible. My genes are responsible. My father and mother are responsible. That is also not true. As if you don't have any role to play. Yes, you have 100% role to play. Genes only 20 to 30%, 70 to 80% are environmental, eating habits, exercise. And you cannot say you don't do exercise. You have to do exercise in spite of your genes are having, fat. My genes having fat. My genes having diabetes, but I don't have diabetes. I changed my lifestyle. That's the reason why I'm telling you, change your lifestyle, change your habits so that you can able to definitely come out of your genetical risk. Law of attraction, the secret, please go through the book or video, the secret, attract happiness, attract health, very important. So don't become a pessimist, don't become a cynic. Opposites are in conflict. We are at the middle. Cooperate the positive side. Always there are overcoming temptations. Always angel says and devil says here. Devil says nothing will happen. Eat that cake. Angel says no, 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 don't eat cake. Eat the fruits. So which way should you listen? Very important. Accordingly, your health also will depend. So if you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse as per Jimran, my mentor. So people always go for excuses. If you really want to do, they'll do it. So Bill Cosby says, in order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. So your fear of failure should be less. The desire for success should be more. Then you really achieve your success. Some people really have the zeal to, somehow I want to lose weight and maintain weight forever. That actually makes them to maintain weight forever after losing also, right? Some people given up. They give up. And also work on your strengths, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, threats. Please watch my video on SWOT analysis. It's a management jargon, management word. So success is doing ordinary things extraordinary well, as per Jim Brown. These are nothing but simple things, but doing extraordinary well. I say to them, Baba, you follow this schedule, come to me, do follow. Very, very simple terms. And show your meal plan, show your plate, how you are eating, this kind of workout, this kind of water, fruits, and all. So some people do it as simple thing, ordinary thing, but they do very strictly. That's the reason they put on, they come out of, they have weight loss and also maintain weight forever. Some people, though it's simple, they say, I cannot do it. Why? Because they want to eat. Life is full of high drama, as per Jim Rohn. There are no shortcuts to success. Even Ratan Tata says ups and downs are in part of important, to keep us going. Because straight line, even in ECG, means we are not alive. So ups and downs keeps on coming, but you have to be strong enough. Some people say it's costly. It's not costly. You don't know how to manage money. So if you think health is important, health is a wise investment. You have to give first preference to health. If your health is enough, good enough, then you can able to do anything. You can do business, you can go to job, you can do anything, everything. Health is the wealth. Health is the first wealth. Health is a asset. Health is an investment, not expenditure. Some people think health is all waste of money. That's why they don't can spend more money. That's why they end up in spending more money for the hospitals. How much ever try to save, they go off. So that's the reason why I try to have a proper balance. Even some people like auto people, auto drivers and rickshaw pullers. I saw them. They get 1,000 rupees in a day. Out of 10,000 rupees in a day, 200 rupees they spend it for alcohol. So meaning what? It's not the lack of money. It is lack of allocation, proper plan. It's not the money, it's the plan. Plan always counts. So some people spend, pharmaceuticals rather than nutraceuticals. Nutrition will work like a medicine. That's called nutraceuticals, whereas pharmaceuticals is only drugs. So why to depend on the drugs when you can depend on the nutraceuticals? When you are in the crisis, yes, you have to depend on the pharmaceuticals, but you want to prevent complicated surgeries, complicated risks of health. So why don't you come to nutrition and the healthy lifestyle, good habits? They will work like a miracle. They will help you. Sometimes people spend on life insurance policies. Yes, it's okay, but the insurance policies after your death it will come, not to you but your dependent. So suppose you spend 50 lakh rupees for LIC policies, life insurance policies. That 50 lakhs, okay, that's okay. If you're okay, we also don't have any problem. But when you are spending so much money for your after your death, something happens to your death. What about you not to get the death? No? Of course, death we cannot stop it. But can you become more vivacious? Like every day you can become lively, well, perfectly well. Some money at least for your wellness. Like suppose your car, if you service it properly, usually repairs will not come. If you only spend time for repairs, or sometimes the car happens something, then what about service repairs? So you have to give proper servicing also, proper nutrition, exercise, and all this very important. Okay, so if you see we always have the best advantage because coach is there, healthy community is there, proper diet planning is there, everything is there. And be proactive, wait instead of waiting for reactive. Always be proactive. And first things first, always do the first things is health. Okay. And most of the time in the life, most of things are important but not urgent things. Health is not urgent, but it becomes urgent when you don't care of it. It suddenly becomes develop into problems in a hospital becomes like urgent. But daily exercise, daily discipline, daily diet, nutritious diet, and good lifestyle, good habits, they're not urgent, but very important to understand. So begin with an end in mind. Think about your end point and begin it. You don't want to lose the game of life and fall prey to the victim, right? The hospitals and death. Life is too short to focus on wrong and temporary things. Don't focus on the temporary things, focus on the correct thing. And dream it. Goal setting and a vision board. Keep your dress and keep on looking at your old dress, where you wanted to fit into that. That becomes like a strong goal, strong vision, right? So that's where many people achieve it. They wanted to fit into the old clothes. They keep on looking, open the cupboard and they see it and keep it back. Then they understand I have to come into this, I have to come into this, fit into this clothes. I like this dress. So that's how you go into that dress eventually over a period of time because you are very conscious. You will be very careful about what you eat and what you go ahead in the lifestyle. So keep a smart goal, specific, measurable, attainable, result, time-bound goals. And Jim Rohn says, my mentor says, for things to change, you need to change. For things to become better, you need to be better. So first you have to work on yourself. That's exactly eagle story. Eagle always is has the highest lifespan, longest lifespan in the bird species, kind of species. It can live up to 70 years. But a eagle has a big problem when it comes to 40s. It has a big talons and very heavy wings, and it cannot able to fly properly, and its beak becomes very bent, so it cannot able to catch the objects, the fishes and the moving things, live things. It only depends on the live things. Its old age and becomes heavy wings, and due to there it cannot able to fly properly. So it has two options: either it has to change or it has to die. No food, that is why it has to die, or it has to change, become get a new birth. So it goes to a big hill, on top of hill, mountain top. It will first try to beat its own beak, knocks its own beak against a rock until it plucks it out. So that takes some time, and bleeding will come, but it will have patience. After plucking it out, then eagle, the new beak will come. Then with the new beak, it will try to pluck all the old feathers. That is also very bleeding, very painful process. The old age, the old feathers all will go off. So now the beak becomes strong, and feathers will come new. It becomes like a new bird. After 5 months, the eagle takes famous flight of rebirth and lives for next 30 years. So next 30 years to live, it taken a big change, metamorphosis, big change is necessary. What about you? So no age is big age to change. This is the best time. I'm 53 years. My wife is 45 years. We changing. Why don't you change? Our children are changing. Many people are changing. Follow the balanced diet. These are in my mindset. Okay, so come out of old thinking. And we are very fortunate to have a ready-made meal, balanced meal. Outside Swiggy, Zomato, anywhere you don't get this kind of healthy meal, balanced meal, low in calories. And that your coach will personalize, and also along with healthy active lifestyle. These are some of the eagles, according to us eagle, they changed. Srinivas, so much changed. You can see a lot of changes with this young woman. Women also transforming. Lavanya, she is a celebrity film star. So she changed so much. Sujata Reddy ma'am changed. You can see so much of change in Varalakshmi and Sapna and Murali, so much of transformation. You cannot believe it. Same people are not. So Meshwar, we can see so much of change. People are really changing. Previously, they were like eagle. Now they are now new eagle, old eagle, new eagle. You can see the transformation. And she's a teacher. And P.S. Rao, his name is P.S. Rao, teacher. Not a transformation. You want to come out of all health problems. This man lost about 50 kgs, 40 kilos, Janardhan, and this man lost about 72 kilos. You can see the transformation. So anything is possible if you decide, you determine. So take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live, and demand more from your body. Okay, we have the coaches, they'll personalize, they do the body analysis, fat analysis, how much is your body age, where you are conditioned, staying now. And they'll give a personalized and meal plan, regular coach support. They also give a nutrition exercise education, weekly meetings, and they also give some prizes. If you want a personalized plan for you on diet and fitness lifestyle, we are there for you. We will give you, we become coaches, we'll be coaching you, and we maintain good relationship, and we help you to understand your stress, exercise, and sleep patterns and food, everything. We change the mindset, thinking habits. Okay, we empower you and we celebrate your success. We provide information, answer your queries, somebody to help you, and to keep track you in terms of pictures and tracking and scanning and taking the measurements, everything. And you can see this picture, you can see the weights and the body fat, everything. We measure the person, we see the progress, show them progress. It's like a healthy community. Everybody wanted to improve their health. They don't want to go back to their old lifestyle. So this is what will happen to you. We also maintain your food diary. We ask you how much food, the portion sizes, calories, protein, undertaking, everything. We watch everything, nutrition and calories. And the company, we also gives you some kind of surprise gifts if you follow that program, PC, preferred customer loyalty program. We celebrate success in customers' family day, healthy recipes class, ambassadors recognition, weight loss challenges. And this weight loss challenge also gives surprise gifts, weight loss marathon, and we conduct fun games. We do it in the in offline and online Zoom calls or physical calls. We do this is what we do. You can see me there. I was also making people to do it, workout challenges, including dance workout. So much of fun will be follow up on customer care. We do counseling and personalize according to our schedule and timetable and your culture, eating patterns and everything. And we also serve you different kind of tasty shakes. And we celebrate your success by keeping on the recognition walls and recognizing with the sharing testimonials as well. And also we try to give you some of the retail, some of the nutritious products according to your gaps in your diet. So we educate on lifestyle habits and creating healthy community. This video is meant for that lifestyle habits, correct? So to reach out to me, these are the Instagram, Facebook, website, YouTube, email, phone, all these handles. Our goal is to make the world healthier and happier. So if you like this video, our goal is to make you to understand, get aware that you have to change. When you change as a new person with a new kind of lifestyle, nothing is impossible for you. You can lose weight and you can also maintain weight forever. If you don't maintain weight, there is no meaning, correct? So with this is kind of wonderful program where you will find a balanced plan and that is designed for you specifically according to your budget and according to your culture. So with this, you might be having definitely, lot of thoughts about the changing lifestyle and changing the habits. Habits is very important component. This is the secret of success. And if you like this video, please like this video, subscribe my channel, and share this video to many people. Thank you for your patience. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Tata. See you. Bye bye.